back to the Zoom world. All right, we've got it. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead, take a nice deep breath in. Nice big exhale out. Another nice deep breath in. Nice big exhale out again. And as you breathe in with me today, go ahead, settling into the room and to the moment. Actually, we may have, yes, a lot of celebration of life today. As I think about it, we have a live circle. I know we're streaming to the YouTube, but we have a live circle, and there may be more than just one baby that was born in this circle in the last 48 hours. I haven't heard officially from another one, but it was a baby birthing portal, I think, over this Labor Day weekend. So welcome all the babies in this field that I know personally and are part of this energetic, because it feels really incredible and alive and can just sense all of that newness of life. And it fits with today's theme as well. Very funny. Yes, that's why they call it Labor Day. Good one in our chat popping up. So with that being said, as we come into today, our theme is we are capturing our metas. We want to capture, there it is. I knew it. I knew we had another one. Rev Patty is saying, our divine boss lady is saying her daughter-in-law is in labor right now in contraction. So we had one last night, born at 10:08, I think. So there it is, our September 2nd baby as well. We had a September 1st and a September 2nd baby. So much to celebrate. Really, really beautiful window and transition. So congratulations to all the moms and dads, new moms and dads out there, and grandmas and aunts and uncles and everything else, and all else out there. So with that, and here they are, right? Oh my gosh, the card's so fitting. It means all the souls coming together, the gathering of the ancestors and soul beings. The celestial gathering is what that card stands for. Pretty awesome. So on track, getting focused into where we are going. We are here to capture the metas to close the year strong. As I was feeling into today's meditation, this year, if you were to tell me it is, the first weekend in September or even after Thanksgiving, I would not be surprised, right? It could be, instead of the beginning of this fall season, like we could already be at the end of the football season, as far as I'm concerned. Like there is this energetic of these timelines that are moving so incredibly fast. And it's really important that we have our fields identified, that I don't know, many of you may not capture this analogy, but for those of you that have ever skied, especially in the Northeast or the Midwest, there's tow ropes, right? And you go to grab the tow rope, and if you don't grab on just right, it'll just keep sliding through your hand and burn your hands, right? And you have to grab it, and then it kind of yanks you, and you get drawn up the hill. And that's kind of the feeling right now, is there are these timelines that are here, that are present. And for each of us, it is this opportunity to lean into the contractions, right? There's our birthing analogy, to really, to just bear down and to capture the energetic, to capture the metas, the energies that are so deep in the field, because there are new timelines that are here, that are present for us. Sure, we can stay up in the matrix and paying attention to the world around us, not that we shouldn't, we can stay there. But really what's present is that the new is here. The new has emerged. And if we're willing to do the deep work, if we're willing to just feel, and this goes for all my men and women out there, to open our hips. Okay, so it's so fitting that labor is the theme on Labor Day, the day after Labor Day weekend, but to really open the hips, right? And allow ourselves to feel the energetics deep in the root chakra, to allow that earth chakra, because the earth chakra, which lives, if it's allowed to live there, and if we've cleared enough the trauma. So earth chakra, if it's in a space of trauma, and I want, actually, let's go ahead and get into the field. So breathing in, and we're gonna play with this. This will be part of our meditation today. And go ahead and activate your light link. So sending that cord or intention up to the sun. It's already there. You guys are so good. So just feeling that sun shining in, smiling up at it, because today is a day full of so much celebration and joy. And we're going to capture that meta of that golden light. So let that sunshine, super bright. And now I want to have you come down and go ahead and place your hands on your hips. Everybody do it. Go ahead and place the hands on the hips and just breathe now that ball of sunshine directly in and down into between your hands. And you're going to have to extend that belly out to get that ball of sunshine all the way down between your hands. Yes, like you are holding a basketball between your hands. I suppose it might look like or feel like you're pregnant, but that's not the idea here. We just want to take several breaths and allow the sun to slide down through the mind, like it's rolling, sliding down a slide through the heart, through the throat. You could picture it like an ice cream, a scoop of ice cream, right? Just melting down the energy field, down the spine, straight down the spine, and actually coming not just down the spine, but down the inside of the spine, just melting straight down the spine, just inside the spine, and breathing in, opening that belly up so that ball of sunshine is no longer just above the head, but can expand through the heart chakra. Let it open up in the heart chakra. Feel your chest. Really open the chest, crack those ribs open, especially if it slid past it. Crack those ribs open. Let that sunshine explode in the heart. I want to feel a bunch of sunbursts. There it is. Everybody became the sun in that moment. All right, and then let it again melt from the sun down into, we aren't even going for pelvic floor yet because hands are on the hips, right? I just want it to sit down, actually just above the hips in the hurrah, right? Just below the rib cage. Let that sunshine just sit there for a moment and burn off some density. Just feel that. So no, it's not a full pregnant, for those of you who don't know, would be down deep in the belly, below the belly button. No, we want this up in the hurrah, all right? Up just below the V of the rib cage. Let the sun burn there for a moment. Now we're going to hold it there and jump to root and actually earth chakra. So holding this, we're going for metas today because we are, remember I said we're grabbing the timelines and the metas to lock in. Today's objective is to lock in for the remainder of the year, because otherwise we are going to be energetically skating on ice. It is, we could be all over the place. So many different things happening. This timeline is going to go so fast. We want to ride our own wave, not the wave of the matrix, not the wave of everything else. I want you each riding your specific field, your specific wave. And you've each, if you've been following these meditations, you've each been doing just enough work to be able to execute on this. It is so perfect, so ready for you to lock in on this, but we have a little bit of work to do right here. So this earth chakra, if it's in a space of challenge, will snap up into the root. Because I've kind of called it in, everybody's right now, that's why the sun is way up high in the moment. This earth chakra should be at about, it lives naturally between your knees. So 2 feet. And then when we're really doing some nice work, it should be about 2 feet beneath the earth. So if we're just going about our day and not focused, we would love, an ideal situation is it's 2 feet beneath the earth at all times. That's hard to maintain given that we wear rubber shoes. We don't put our feet in the grass all the time, especially if we live in the city. We're on concrete a lot, right? So between the knees is a good spot. 2 feet beneath the earth is ideal. Most people live with it up in their root chakra, which is where I want everyone to feel it right now, because some of you have it up here, but it's also like just a good learning exercise in this moment. And it kind of functions like a rubber band, this earth chakra. So we're going to take a moment and do some breathing here. And if your legs are crossed, I'm a big fan of crossing and uncrossing. I will not always tell you to uncross because I like the twisting that comes from the crossing of the legs. If you were crossed, do a cross in the other direction and get a little twist out of your hips. And if you were uncrossed, then keep them uncrossed and do a twist through the hips also. All right, nice deep breaths. I promised we were opening up through the hips, and this is why we are making room for all of that fuel coming up and down through the legs. All right, just in doing that, everybody made more room for your earth chakra to drop down. Thank you very much. It popped down between the knees. And I want to have everyone now imagine your tail dropping out of your tailbone and down into the earth. Just like you took a cord, your charger, and you plugged it into the earth. Well done. That certainly helped. That is amazing. Love it. Can you feel that sink in? Just in doing that alone, everybody's earth chakras went, if not deep into the earth, most of you just dropped your earth chakras down to the crystal quartz, which is an amazing place. They mostly don't live down there. Most of them live about 2 feet beneath the earth. So well done, team. And now I gave you 3 different points. They can live up in the root. I want you to feel that center of gravity. It feels anxious when they're up there, right? As I call them up to the root, everybody's bellies maybe just got a little anxious. Feel that. Feels like indigestion, right? Now drop them between your knees. Everybody's tail just opened really nicely. So I know we aren't dealing with too much congestion. Now, as we continue to drop that earth chakra, I want you to pull out any congestion, anything that's not yours, right? Anything that you're carrying, moms, dads, lineage, whatever, that you don't need. This just, use it to flush the toilet. Like, not to be too gross or graphic, but like, we don't need to know what we're holding, and use it to really, again, we just pulled the sun. Don't forget about that sun sitting in the hurrah. It has been melting a whole bunch of energetic in the field, aligning and calibrating. And there is a whole tank of energy waiting. So in a moment, you're going to feel a big spinal flush getting ready to come out that tailbone. And the way we're going to flush it is by dropping that earth chakra all the way down that tailbone, and you're going to send it down to the earth. But before you do, I want you to send it like you're pulling the lever on the toilet. And I want you to really focus on the energetic of your spine, cleansing and flushing, like gray energy, density, like you've never felt density before, concrete, debris, mucus, everything that is no longer serving you, dropping out of the hips. I want it to come out of your spine. I want it to come out of your pelvic floor, like mucus plugs, if you will. For those of you that know what I mean by that, like just let those waters and that energetic release deep out of, and for some of you, actually all of you, I want you to pick up a knee, the left knee, and roll around on that hip joint on the left side, roll outwards, and then roll inwards, opening that hip joint up. Then I want you to do the same. You guys are so deep in this field. We are 4 dimensions in, actually 6. Oh, you're hitting in 7 as you are rolling this hip. We are about to pop. Your eyeballs are going to get blasted with white energy as soon as you complete this flush, because that sun is sitting in the hurrah. So when you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, you're going to drop that earth chakra all the way to the center of the earth. And with it, it's just going to flush out completely. What's so amazing, no one can hear this part, but you can hear the garbage truck driving by my house as we are doing this. It is carrying all of your energy right on out the door. This field is flushing itself out. So in 3, 2, and 1, go ahead, drop that earth chakra. Feel the field. Just flushing. Opening your tailbone, really letting that energy drip down, and with it allowing that sunshine now to drop all the way down into your pelvic floor. Again, like ice cream, melting, sliding down into the pelvic floor and sitting down there for a moment. You may even feel that sunshine slide all the way down between your knees, all the way down your tailbone. Maybe you even see it start to spiral down into your heels, into the earth. Let that sun slide as far down as it wants to go. Nice deep breaths in, because down there is your true timeline. Locking in. Feel the quiet. Feel the calm in your body. Feel the heat rising as your body flushes. Some of you may be extreme cool. I'm guessing heat, though. As you let go of all of this energy and lock in. as that sun hits that crystal quartz, finding yourself on a path, illuminated, pure white light, not necessarily a river. It could be that too, because the timelines flow, but no, you're locked in. This is a path that you are walking with purpose and intention, a path that you have laid out in partnership with the divine before you, locked in. Next days, hours, days, weeks, and months to come, destiny, people, places, things that are all going to show up already here, locked in. No wavering, no questioning, just certainty. Your team already assembled, people you need already here and fulfilled. No more questioning, no more wobbling, just execution and pausing when needed. Just perfect synchronization. For you are landed exquisitely in the center of your field. Feeling yourself from so deeply in this space, feeling that path revealed perfectly before you. And then almost as we gaze back up from this point, we can see like the ocean of the matrix, like way up there in its tumultuousness all around. And we could see how we could reach out and in and grab a thread here that's needed if we need it. But really, it's all right here, this timeline, this unfolding in its divine perfection. So, what are the metas that are here? We always grab the energy first, light, followed by sound. Notice the stillness and the absence of the sound. Notice the quietness, that stillness in your mind. I have Crystal Skull Metatron just over my right shoulder here, carrying and holding the consciousness, the reminder of the consciousness for our mind to focus on the metas of the energies. That will keep us anchored to this path. That will keep us from questioning ourselves as light workers, light beings, here wielding, working in the density, building, forging, creating with light and darkness, or not even darkness, but density, bringing the light into form. Through our cells, through our bodies, through our intentions, through our thoughts. So as you take a step forward on this path, note what it is you do first. Is it a step? Is it a thought? Is it a desire? What pulls you forward? What meta is it? That pulls you forward on this illumined white path? What desire pulls you forward. I think for me, it's just trust. It's not even a desire. It's a combination of a couple things, but it's a desire and then a trust. It's a knowing. I know my destination, but then it's a trust with a bunch of variables, a coded container, and then trust. Another key component is making sure that all the noise is out. It's interesting that as we manifest with light, it's light into sound, sound into geometry, and so on and so forth. The key to sound is actually quiet and stillness, because there's so much sound. Feel into those hips. Think of all the noise in those hips. Feel into that heart. Think of all the noise in that heart. Feel into your feet. All the noise in your feet. Feel into your shoulders. All the noise in your shoulders. Feel back in to your earth chakra. All the noise in your earth chakra. Down there at the center of the earth. Doesn't have much noise, but think of all the noise that could be there if we got better at listening. At turning its volume up. Letting it be our meta. It certainly is in this moment. Our job is just to be here and to be in these energies, in these frequencies, letting our brain just get comfy, find this field, run this field, practice this field, so that this field is the field. Locking in. So that was the promise. It's we're coming up on our time. Now to year end. We aren't even at the quarter. We got another month to go before we hit the end of the quarter, but feel into year end. It's fast, right? Run this thread out, run this timeline, this path out. What do you see? Do you see gold? It'll just run in color. Don't try to put more on it. Just run it to the year end. Pull it up from the earth chakra. Pull it up into your body. Pull the timeline up into your body. And now run it out again. We had it deep down in the earth. Now run it in this dimension. Let it run, bringing the sun and the earth up into this dimension, and imagine it running out of your heart, as though that path is now, instead of just projecting out of some deep dimension, as though that path is running straight out of your heart. Straight out of your third eye. Some good magic in that. What's interesting is that it doesn't actually run straight, kind of goes in circles, becomes a vortex, it becomes a field. And in that field, as it spirals, it closes out the year. So with that, locking this into your cells, feeling it like, almost like as each of you are running this new timeline, feeling it like if you ever see the images of a hurricane or a typhoon, right, just swirling over the surface, you don't necessarily need or want to be on the timelines with the matrix, right? You want to just be your own vortex moving through the field, building momentum, building energy, drawing people in, drawing momentum in, sustaining and building a force, a field, an energetic that just circles and spins. We have a lot of these vortexes around the planet. We know them as places, we name them as places, sacred places like Sedona or Shasta, to name a few. In spiritual speaking lingo. People can also be these vortexes and these fields of energy. We label them as having that magic touch. I just said hurricane to give you like the image, right? It doesn't mean you are a hurricane. It just means you're a force, you're an energetic, you're a field. I wanted you to have that image of a field spinning. But it could be that. That's what you want to call in. Something outside of the fixed timelines. With that, locking in, feeling your field, feeling your energy, doing what you do best, being authentic, being incredible, being an incredible portal of light and love and transformation, being divine, being real, just being you. It is so special and magical and an honor to be able to show up with you here right now every Tuesday and every other day, for those of you that I get to do it on a much more regular basis or a more daily basis, weekly basis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. It's a blessing and a true honor to be here, to be able to serve in this way and to do the work that we have the distinct privilege to do. With that, Namaste. So much love. Go wield some density. Make it an awesome